All right, let's go into. So we're coming off of Eve, if you will, of the Migos dropping Culture 3. Did anybody get a chance to listen to it no,
I did.
Anybody get a chance to run it?
Yeah, I checked it out.
I heard one snippet.
I mean, I did like the first song where they flipped the Papa was a Rolling Stone. I did like that. You know, it's a Migos album.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it
if you
started
like
off.
Migos, you'll probably like it.
Yeah, and I think it started off. Some of the
I like the
production
Pop
was
Smoke record.
a little bit different. The Drake record is fire. But then it eased back into what Terry said last week. I don't know if anybody picked it up, but he talked about the same beat. Kind of eased into that about halfway through, and then from then on out, it was pretty much the same thing. But I say that to say there's an article on SOHH that says talking about Culture 3 and trilogies in hip hop. It says trilogies from Jay-Z to Prodigy. It lists some of the quote unquote best trilogies that have come out in hip hop. I'm not necessarily sure if I agree 100% with all of the best ones that they've listed. We can kind of go through because we know all of these well. You kind of see what you guys think about trilogies because, as we all know, even second albums don't necessarily work too well. Like you can do a part 1 and mess up on part 2, and when you get to part 3, it's like, so it's either going to work or is it to the point where we're reaching? And then some people go after that. Me is when it gets shaky around 3 or 4. I'm sorry, go ahead, Lone.
I was gonna say, are there a lot of trilogy albums? I can't even think of any.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down the list of the top ones that they have, and if there's some that you guys think of that's not mentioned, that's cool too. But they started off with Jay-Z. It says Jay-Z
in my lifetime.
It's saying Jay-Z the Blueprint.
Do
you know he got 3 of those?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess he does. Okay.
Right. Yeah, so he's got 3 Blueprint albums. I'll pause on each one, and I need a short answer from you first, and then we can double back. But if you think about the Blueprint trilogy, is that a good one or a bad one? Just off the top of your head, Jay Diff, what you think? Blueprint 1 through 3, trilogy or a bad one? So or whatever you want to say.
It's a good trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the best trilogy to come out, to be honest with you, I think.
I'm gonna refute that with one that's on the list, but I'm gonna wait. Lone, what you think?
I think in general it's a good trilogy. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
All right, Jay Moore, what do you think? You echo that?
No, I mean, it's, especially if you look at it like where when they went ahead and re-released Blueprint 2 as one disc, and that's when they got rid of the joints that weren't really it, and then I like Blueprint 3.
There's a lot of fat on part 2.
So yeah, that's a good trilogy. It's a really good trilogy.
Okay. All right. Prodigy's HNIC series. First one was crazy.
Yeah, first one was serious.
I think it died down a little bit after the first one, in my opinion. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, because I didn't even know there was a third one. I think I knew about 2, but no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
What'd you say?
It's a no for me, dog.
What's the trilogy again?
HNIC Prodigy. This one
I'm
was
not
classic.
I don't even really remember 2 like that.
I don't remember him enough to answer it. To be honest,
that might be the answer.
Yeah,
you probably. I think you just answered it with that answer. All right, let's keep going. Oh, Jeezy's Thug Motivation series 101.
101 was serious.
Okay.
2 was in. 3 was in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool on that trilogy.
Cool on that trilogy. Everybody references 101, but I don't hear anything after that. I'm talking about in terms of his banger albums.
Hey, if recession was included in that, then we would have a conversation here. But unfortunately, recession stood on its own.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to pass. Yep. Don't listen to Jeezy. Don't listen to Jeezy. So I can't give an opinion on it.
It's all good, brother. We appreciate your honesty as always. Jay Moore, you said that's a no for you as well?
Yeah, that's a no for me. I mean, it had some songs. It's like the 102 and 103 both had some songs for the radio and had some singles. But as far as full blown projects, I mean, especially when the first one was pretty much front to back to me, you know.
Okay.
But the other two just don't measure up.
Ooh, I have a sleeper, but we'll come back to it.
I think I only got one more alone.
Okay.
No, there's two more. I'm sorry. Then we can get to sleeper. Kanye's college series.
Okay, that's where I was gonna go.
We're going to consider so we're considering that a trilogy.
Looking at it like,
I mean,
dropout, state registration, graduation. That's how they're looking at it.
I'll give it that.
I think those are better than the Blueprint series. That's why I was going to come back to you.
I would say that too. I mean, y'all give me grief all the time for being a champion for Kanye West. So if I got an opportunity to say that's the trilogy I'm gonna ride with, then I can dig that. I can dig that one.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably one of the top ones. Kanye out the gate is I ain't gonna say unmatched, but it's hard. You'd be hard pressed to find a better first 3 albums to come out like that.
Listen,
it's how good.
If anybody ever needs any motivation, the last song on College Dropout, Last Call, actually, the last song called Last Call, when he's talking about how he got his deal, man, if that don't make you want to go hard, because he was literally, I mean, doing whatever he could to get that deal, and it happened for him, man. And look at him now.
Story is fire, and it sounds good with the beat still playing. Yep, I agree. What's your sleeper?
He's in the courtroom wearing Jesus masks.
I missed that one.
But did you have another one, or was that it?
There's one left. I don't want you to forget. You're not going to forget yours.
No,
right?
I'm not going to forget it. No.
All right. So the last one is Wayne's Carter series. I think that's a good one to me. I think 1 through 3 is good to me. I think
it is good. It's a good series.
Yeah, I mean, I got to pass.
Carter 1
never been a Wayne fan like that.
Yeah, Carter 1 kind of set the pace. Carter 2, he was coming into his own, and then Carter 3, he was pretty much superstar by the end. So yeah, that's a good trilogy.
I'm not mad at that one. Jay Moore, you mad at that one? The Carter series?
Yeah, I don't particularly care for any of those albums.
I'm mad at you. I respect.
They have their moments, but like for me to put it up there next with the Jay-Z and the Kanye West, and hell, even to have the conversation with Jeezy, I think they had their moments. I think this is when I've always been, as far as Lil Wayne, I always felt like it was the Emperor's New Clothes, where everybody was saying how great it was, and when you really look at it, was it that good? Especially if you listen to a lot of hip hop. Like I remember everybody was talking about how they were all into the Carter 2, and I was like, I don't know what you guys are listening to.
You might be preaching right
Carter
now.
Carter 2 was good. No, I think what grabbed people with Lil Wayne was more so his mixtapes. His mixtapes really accentuated his flowing skills and how he could put words together. The albums were good albums, especially when you consider what they were coming out and what was coming out with.
I would hear
they were good albums.
Like there were a lot of people who didn't want to seem like old man and yelling at cloud. So they're like, hey, but I like Lil Wayne. And I just didn't think he deserved the props that he was getting at the time. And then when I was like, okay, well, maybe he'll prove me wrong on Carter 3. And then when I hear Lollipop, I was like, this is who you guys consider the best rapper alive. And I'm sorry, I just can't do this. So
Moore makes a very valid point, because I remember the era. We all do. I ain't saying y'all don't. I'm just saying I personally remember vividly when Wayne was on everybody's feature. He was on all the Khaled records. He was putting out albums. All I kept hearing was greatest rapper alive. Like, he branded himself as that. He said it all the time on the records. And people really started to believe that mug. Like, Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time. Y'all sleep. Y'all don't see it. He's been rapping since he was 8. And I'm like, whoa. I get all the story. I get all that. I'm cool. No disrespect. Let's calm down now. Y'all giving fam the greatest rapper of all time. This little hot streak. I remember that. Like people was going crazy over Wayne.
And like I said, I just didn't hear it. I just didn't hear, like, as someone who was listening to still listening to basically every rap record I could, running a record pool and hearing the underground and things that were coming out through the mainstream. I was like, like in Black Panther, I was like, this is your MC? Like, no, I'm not going. And I still don't.
Man, you killing him.
I still believe now, like,
killing him.
Like now because Lil Wayne's still putting out these records, and I told you, like, I'm like the last few Lil Wayne records I've been bored by. So
that's tough.
I can't, you
Bored
can't
tough.
be the greatest of anything if I'm bored by your records.
That's tough.
Long
talk to me. What we missed, man? Did I miss anything?
The only thing that I would bring up,
okay,
and I don't even know if we can consider it a trilogy, but I guess we probably could, would be maybe Run the Jewels.
Well, if you take,
it's literally just Run the Jewels 1, 2, and 3. So I mean, and 4 actually.
That's a good point.
So
I'd count that. The question is it on the par with the ones that we've named? That's the question.
Yeah. See, I think I'd
rather listen to that than any of the Carter albums.
I think Run the Jewels. Yeah, I mean, I give it that, but Run the Jewels has a cult following as well. And it's granted it's because they're talented, but in the same token, I think when Mike and LP first linked up, which was on Killer Mike's Rap Music, is their best album.
Yeah.
And that's not even a Run the Jewels album.
I mean, you said that for a long time, and I don't necessarily disagree. But I mean, the first Run the Jewels, actually the first 2, in my opinion, are really, really solid.
No, they're I give you that. Especially that first one. The first one is the latest one that came out it's cool. It's cool. But it doesn't have that same punch that Run the Jewels Part 1 gave me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Shout out to the homie Grits. You think you said you think they're definitely in the conversation amongst the rest of these albums that we've talked about tonight that we mentioned. They should be
absolutely.
Okay. Just checking, brother.
Without a
just
doubt.
Checking.
If we're talking, if we consider it a trilogy, then yes.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I think that, like Terry said, that rap music though, Killer Mike, man, he here's some heat. I remember
That's a classic album.
There, but
that's a classic album.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you saying that. Yeah, I'm not mad at you saying that.
They have not compromised their sound one bit.
Nope.
And they've only grown. So that speaks volumes.
That's a fact.
All right. Well, as we transition into our last topic here, shout out to Burrow. I see you. Appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you, man. He says my lifetime trilogy. My lifetime.
Jay-Z.
I didn't think about that.
I mentioned it.
You mentioned it?
Yeah,
okay, I didn't hear you.
That's
my
the first
fault.
thing I said.
But are there 3 of them? I can't remember.
There is 3 of them.
I thought there was 2.
But. Yeah, it's only my lifetime 1 and 2.
I thought there was.
Yeah, you're right. Because after,
whoa.
No, because after 2, he started the Blueprint, right?
No, because it is because the next album is in my lifetime. The one with Do It Again.
Yeah.
Hard Knock Life. Yeah, you're right.
No, that's
on Blueprint. That's on Blueprint, isn't it?
Oh no.
I don't know. Jay's got so many albums, I can't keep up.
Yeah, no.
we get old.
Volume 3 did come out at the end of 1999. That's the one with
that's what I thought.
Volume 3. So yeah.
Yeah. He's got 3. It's 3 of them.
Because it's In My Lifetime, Hard Knock Life, and then
Life and Times of Sean Carter.
What's the third one called?
Right.
Life and Times of Sean Carter. Yep.
Because it has Snoopy track on there, and that's the track I used to argue about that was trash.
All day.
You got a lot of albums,
man. And it had I liked it when it came out, but I listened to it recently. I'm like, this is terrible. Is The Things That You Do, Swizz Beatz did it and had Mariah Carey on it. And I was like, this is record.
Yeah,
he got some heat on there.
I mean, because he has So Ghetto on there and Big Pimpin'.
Mm-hmm.
The original version had Is That Your Chick?
Yeah.
You got Watch Me with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Come and Get Me was cold. Now I ain't gonna. That was cold.
But Volume 2 was really. It started out so well, but then that was when everybody was trying to make records to compete with Puff Daddy. That's when he had.
See, Volume 2 is the one that
Volume
really
1
got everybody watching them.
No, Volume 1 is the one that had I Know What Girls Like and Sunshine and.
Volume 1 was one of my favorite albums.
Volume 1 got one of the best Jay-Z songs ever made on that mug, though.
But it's got.
I already know what he's gonna say.
What is it?
Where I'm from.
Exactly. You are correct.
Well, Volume 1 also has some of my least favorite Jay-Z songs.
I can dig it.
Outside, hold on, Jay Moore. Wait a minute. Wait. Outside of, I'll give you. Make sure I got it right. I'll give you I Know What Girls Like. I'll give you that. I'll give you Sunshine.
I don't never want to hear that.
Sunshine was okay to me. It was okay.
Cool. I think everything else go, man. I think everything else on there go other than them two. Out of 14 joints, I think everything else go. You Must Love Me, Where I'm From, Rap Game, Crack Game.
Yeah.
Real
the thing that put a shadow over that album is it was released the same time that Mace released his album. So more people was trying to grab that. Yeah, more people was trying to grab that Harlem World versus Batman. Yeah.
What would you do? Where would you go?
Hey, people sleep, man. Long was in his bag on the hip hop albums back then. When we was coming up, man. Long has CDs now. Don't be clear. He has CDs in the car now.
Still got them. DMX came in on that 24 Hours to Live track and was like jumping all over the track. He's like, no. It's like, whoa.
All right, man. That's good, man. Shout out to the chat again for the suggestions. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna take any slander on Volume 1. I'm sorry. Other than them two records, Jay Moore, I'll meet you in the middle with them two. But where I'm from should cover like 5 songs. Treese is watching
You belong to the city with Blackstreet. I hate that song too. It's 3 songs.
I think that song is all right. I think it's all right.
Oh, I hate.
I'm gonna keep You Belong to the City, Jay Moore. I'm gonna keep that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep that. I'll give you Itty and Babyface. I'll give you them two, but I can't give you.
Yeah.
I'm in on the rest. So
a lot of those beats didn't age very well.
Where I'm from,
a lot of them did though. A lot of them did.
Imaginary
didn't.
Imaginary
that
Player.
Era.
Oh, okay. Well,
this conversation too will make the younger cats that love and praise Lil Wayne angry that everybody is choosing Jay-Z. And the thing about Jay-Z is nobody is talking about Jay-Z's rhymes being boring, even though he's giving you different type of game than he was beforehand. It's still not boring.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne just had. My only thing with Wayne was like people were like, "Yeah, did you hear his metaphors and similes?" I'm like, they're so basic.
Yeah, it's like I listen to a lot of rap music, and you clearly don't. So you think
say Lone it was basic?
Basic
wordplay.
Wayne had a lot of really basic wordplay, like extremely basic. Like he'll have like 5 or 6 basic lines, and then have one clever one. And people would be like, "Did you hear that line? He said he was hot like the sun." Whew, man. Okay.
Mix Wayne was a different animal in the same beast. What did Kobe say? Different animal, but the same beast.
Yeah.
We'll
he had his moments.
in
Don't get me
relation
wrong.
to the albums now. Yeah, I will say that in relation to the albums. Like, Wayne used to go off on the mixtapes. He used to go completely off on the mixtapes. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
There was a time when,
man.
If you've enjoyed this segment from the New Old Heads podcast, make sure to join our live chat every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/New Old Heads Network. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. We also invite you to join our private Discord community at newoldheads.com/community.